I think people are always enchanted and excited by the stories that films tell. People get caught up in that whole fantasy and find a lot of inspiration in the process. The house in Something's Gotta Give really epitomizes everything that people love and want at home. Comfort, elegance, and I think that that's what Phoebe and JIm have been able to capture here in the continuing story of what happens after the film ends.
Since that movie came out, not a week has gone by that somebody hasn't come into my store and said, I want my house to feel like that movie. They buy it, they watch it over and over and over, they watch it for the decorating. Everything about it felt right.
When we were asked by Newell to decorate this apartment, we tried to think about the sensibilities of the House Beautiful reader. And I think one of the things that we love about House Beautiful, because it is our favorite magazine, is the fact that it is believable, it is real, it is comfortable.
When you walk into the House Beautiful apartment at the Setai, one of the first things you notice is the beautiful layout of the living area. They didn't put the sofa against the wall or in front of the window. They actually floated it and kind of catty-cornered in the corner, which really animates the space and I think kind of wakes up the long rectangular room and really makes the space more inviting and it flows better when people are here.
I decided to take advantage of this beautiful view of all of Manhattan from the Setai Fifth Avenue and set the sofa on an angle so that you're able to see the city. I put the panels of curtains and pushed them back so you had the entire view. And we put this small painting on an easel right behind it just as a tease and a little counterpoint, just to give a little point of detail, which I think is so pretty. One of the most overlooked planes in a house is the ceiling. I felt that the ceiling should have attention. So I took a Ralph Lauren paint and established a color palette that I felt complemented the room, which was in a sort of a pale sage green. And then I used multiple shades of water clear varnish that we coated over and over and over again to achieve a shimmering effect, which is dazzling at night. We love working with the Ralph Lauren paints because they offer so many different kinds of finishes and their color palette is just incredible.
This is a living room, dining room combination here, obviously, right off the kitchen. We've set the table for Erica and Harry and their guests. We've got Zoe and Erica and everyone here gathered for a little dinner. And with this beautiful William Yoward china, of course, one of my favorites. I was one of the lucky people who was one of the first people in the country to actually carry William Yoward in my stores. I've had it since the very beginning. This area rug from Karastan is wonderful. It gives you sort of the look and the feeling of sisal, but the comfort of wool underneath and the cleanability, which is fantastic. And here we have Harry's office. He needed a place to work, but more than that, he needed a place to play and sort of get off by himself and just have his man room. I think this is a wonderful room right off the living room where you could get away to have a little privacy.
I love the design that she and JIm have done for Harry's office because I think it's a very flexible space. I mean, that is an indication of really good design. It's a room that can have many functions. I mean, you could work in here at the desk or you could have a little dinner for two here. Well, this is a child's room that we like at House Beautiful because it's not gimmicky, it doesn't scream little girl or little boy. It's a beautiful room.
It was a sort of a feminine retreat for Erica and also a place for their daughter to sleep when they babysat her. We have this day bed that's up against the wall, which gives you more room to circulate in the room and sort of creates a seating area, but then she can get in the bed and close the curtains and read with a flashlight, which is what I think all little girls really want to do. The bedding, this beautiful quilt, is from Wamsutta. I think it has an old-fashioned and a modern quality at the same time. I love the lines and the feeling of it. It's just so cozy and comfortable.
This is the powder room, and what they did was they chose wonderful Anzac tiles. This is a wonderful stone. It's in this gray striated palette, which is so unusual. This is the Kohler white sink that I love because I love this sculpted bottom to this. And I think the fixtures too are just stunning because they're clean, they're spare, the design is very chaste.
And this is the master bedroom. All these dreamy blue and silvery gray colors just create a perfect restful respite from your busy, busy life. This fabulous bedding from Wamsutta that anybody could just get lost in and stay up here and just sleep until noon. It's just wonderful. I've got their eyeglasses by the bedside tables that they of course switched out in the movie, which I thought was so funny.
A lot of people forget to think of the bedroom as a living room too. I mean, as a space that you might spend other time. And I think that this banquette that the Howards had made for this corner and the window is really beautiful, and it really creates an inviting place that you want to just come and spend time reading a book, the newspaper in the morning, having a conversation at night with someone before you go to bed.
Anytime you can have a seating area in your master bedroom, I consider it to be very much of a luxury. You see that the pitch of the back and the deep sill enabled it to go further back into the space, so you actually gained more room right here with also having a very luxurious, very ample seating area here, and that's done in this wonderful Sanderson fabric.
Now we're in the master bathroom, and what I love about it is that inexhaustible amount of light that you get. You come into the room, and you've got the view of the skyline, and then you have this incredible tub from Kohler, which is deep. It's a 72-inch tub. It just fits. It's great for one, it's great for two. And it's so modern, and I love a cast iron tub because there's nothing quite like the lustrous finish of a deep, deep tub. This is the kitchen. It's a dreamy kitchen because I think it has all of those great modern elements that are sometimes so not considered, which is this walnut finish and this silestone, and it's sort of in this crema marfil finish. It has a luster and a durability that you do not get with stone. This is a wonderful Kohler sink. In fact, I think it's a new collection from them. It's got this marvelous beveled edge, but it has the one feature that I love more than anything. It's a deep sink.
The apartment that Phoebe and JIm have designed for House Beautiful here at the Setai, I think is very universal in its appeal. It's not just a New York apartment. It's the sort of casual elegance that people across the country are looking for. It was a beautiful realization of what they can do together.